Brian's back, ladies and gents. You are watching Breaking Tables.
It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you reppin'? What's your team? Who you reppin'? What's your team? You know I'm reppin' for my team. I got that talent on my team. Like a high Jordan Boyer, can you
What's going on, Bills Mafia?
What is Brian? Welcome back. I'm glad you didn't get arrested.
Me too.
Brandon Bean, you hear Sean McDermott clapping while I'm snapping? Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Andre Roberts running back, ain't no just backing. Mafia, we on a ride and we got traction.
Oh, we also got Tommy in the house from the Mafia Sports Report. Guys, what is going on? I missed you guys last Thursday, but I rewatched part of it, Neil. And Tommy, you guys did a good job. Did you guys have fun?
Oh, yeah, I thought it was the best show that Breaking Tables ever had.
Wow.
For sure.
That's a weird flex. That's a really weird flex. Speaking of weird flex, how about what is this? I come back and all of a sudden there's this talk about this fucking Austin, Texas. Tampa Neil, would you care to elaborate what the hell is going on?
Just so everybody knows, there's not a damn thing going on. The Bills are not moving to Texas. Some jackass reporter decided to put an article out saying, hey, what would be a good destination for the Bills if they were to move? And the only reason he said this is because they're negotiating for a new stadium. That's it. What do you do in negotiations? You shoot for the roof. Terry Pegula is telling the county saying, I want you to pay for every penny of it. And what's the county come back and say, I want you to pay for every penny of it. That is how negotiations start.
Absolutely.
You have a fucking clown.
Stars.
You have a fucking clown of a reporter that decides to put stuff like this out that has absolutely nothing at all to do with reality. The Bills aren't going anywhere. Pegula's not going to move the team. You can hate him all he wants to, but he's not going to move the team. He has way too much money invested in the city for him to move the team because that would lose him more money than building a new stadium. So
not only just the city, but the community. I mean, it's that would, you want to talk about pissing off of a way of life? Because I mean, Buffalo Bills is kind of like a way of life, and that was just the dumbest report I've ever seen too. And I thought it was hilarious. Either way, fuck Austin, Texas. It would never go in there. We're gonna be stuck with our 4 seasons, and it was just a flex, like you said, to say, guess what? We deserve another stadium, and guess who's going to pay for it? Bills Mafia. If I lived in Western New York, I got to pay the taxes anyways. Guess what? I'd be more than happy to keep my team, my community together. That's insane. Tommy, what do you think about? What's your thoughts on the matter?
Well, I don't know, but I like the idea of Austin, Texas. I think it sounds good, and I think the Austin Bills will be a way better team over there. We got good women over there and good old barbecue. Forget those wings, guys. Come on down to Austin.
There ain't no more wings. No, ain't no buffalo wings down in Texas. All right.
Y'all keep Pinto, right. Keep Pinto Ron over there and keep your tables over there too.
No, it's like they could have just picked like another, like, okay, what's another non-op? Fairbanks, Alaska. There's rumors about us going to Fairbanks, Alaska.
100%.
Right.
It's like, was it one of the squad members from Breaking Tables that because that's something that we would probably say just to stir the pot a little bit, you know? But that's ridiculous, and I'm just I don't know what's more. I'm actually in shock that people actually believe this shit. People actually believe this.
Me too. I can't believe it. I can't believe how many people are sharing the crap out of this, being like, "Oh, this is the Bills are really going to move." I'm like, no, you're a fucking moron. Smack yourself in the head.
They're protesting outside. Right?
Walking in a Atlanta airport, you know, and I'm wearing my Bills gear, and they're like, "Hey, Buffalo Bills! I heard you guys are no longer going to be Buffalo Bills. It's going to be like you guys are moving some." I'm like, "Why are you fucking talking to me, bud? just bye, you know."
My neighbor sent me a text about this yesterday. He's like, "Is this for real?" And I'm like, "No, it's a slow news day." I sent him a text today,
Yeah,
or no,
exactly.
somebody else sent me a thing about today. I'm like, don't worry, Simone Biles is back in the Olympics, so they're not going to be talking about the Bills today.
But it was just crazy.
100%, Joe. People are done.
Yeah. Well, what I heard today, speaking of the negotiations, I heard the city said, or the county said, that they're willing to pay something, but the Pagulas have to put something up too. Which I agree with that. Like I do. Like they're not gonna come on 1.2 billion. The whole county has to pay while the rich no offense, but our rich owners pay nothing. Like you're gonna see that return. Like this is an investment. They knew this buying the team. Come on, man. Like got to put something in. I think the county and the taxpayers wouldn't mind paying something, sure, but all of it, like that's. And I'll take you back to the Miami Marlins, which I'm not that big of a baseball guy, but they got screwed. They don't even go to the damn team. They don't even go see it. They had to pay for a stadium they don't even go to.
Expensive ass stadium too.
Right. So I mean, come on, man. Like Pagulas have to play fair a little bit too. They got to play ball. Like if they want this to work, they can't be threatening to move. And by the way, if they really did threaten, let's just say even that's a negotiation, that's kind of a shitty thing. I'll be honest, because they came out and said, we're here to stay. We're not going anywhere when they bought the team. And now you're going to use that as like a little negotiation. I don't even like that, to be honest with you. If that's true, that's shitty.
Well,
hey,
the NFL,
hold on a second. Hold on.
Real quick, Ryan. The NFL puts up $250 million for a team to build a new stadium too. So it's not all the county.
Right. There you go. So, I mean, everybody, I think, exactly.
Match him. Just okay. If you're gonna pay 1.2, I'll pay 1.2 out of my own pocket. That'd be the hugest flex right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about that, just but we're not going anywhere. And that ends that subject. Yeah. And Patrick Hughes, man, I'm gone for one day, and I'm already getting attacked on my own show. That's fucking hilarious, buddy. Christian Wade, should we talk about him? How's he looking in practice, Tommy? Did you
no news, unfortunately. But there was some Antonio Williams, they said, is looking pretty good. He's had some plays. Both Devin Singletary and Zach Moss are both looking good too. As you know, Devin Singletary is jacked up, bro. He gained like 10 pounds of muscle, man. He is like beast mode looking. They said on Breida, he's fast. That's all I got from the coaches. Both of them just said he's very fast.
Him's his name.
That's all they said. Very fast. Yeah. So I don't know if that's good or bad. Like we'll find out. But that's
next
it
Friday.
So far.
We'll find out next Friday, boys. Guys, it's here. It's almost here. Next Friday, we'll be watching
Prisoners
of One. We get to see all these guys that's going to come out of the woodwork that might not make the team, like my buddy Christian Wade or Antonio Williams. I think he's got a shot at it if he can make himself useful on special teams. So we're going to see a lot of plug-in playing stuff that we deeply needed last year because we didn't have preseason. So it's I'm excited, guys. I don't know about you. I'm stoked
By the way,
to see these people.
Pads come on tomorrow for training camp. It'll be your first day with pads on.
Aren't they already wearing those ridiculous pads?
No,
that's the Spencer Brown pads.
Full pads, man. Full pads. We haven't had a practice with full pads yet. This is
Brian,
going to be the real deal this week.
Brian, do you like the Mark Kelso foam hats?
Those are good, man. Smart.
Those absolute ridiculous, but hey, I get it. Safety first.
Hey, if it keeps them healthy through training camp, I don't care. That's fine.
They can play in bubble suits for all I care. You give them some just bubble wrap and have them wear that around. Everything, any part of them. So, yeah, dude, it's going to be, I'm just counting down the times, the minutes, like my Friday, I already know it's going to be unproductive because, if you fast forward next Friday, it's going to be absolutely unproductive. I'm going to be all decked out in my Bills gear and, I'm getting tingles just thinking about it. So that or is just the amount of alcohol I drank over the weekend and I'm just getting cold sweats. Side note, guys. Side note. Okay, this is if you're gonna take anything out of this show, take this right here. Do not play. I repeat, do not play paintball with the very high blood alcohol content because the welts that you get, they're not pretty. I don't even want to show. I can't even show it because it's not suitable for work. But yeah, we had a good time. I'm glad I was able to kind of take a break. But now it's back to the real deal, back to the grind, back to breaking tables, and we're in football season right around the corner. So there's going to be so much to talk about week in and week out. What else did I miss, guys?
Can you guys guess who's doing the worst in camp?
Who's doing the worst?
And I heard this from a reporter. So I'm not just making this.
Is
up.
Knox dropping balls again?
Nope. Take a wild guess. Like just you won't probably get it, but the worst. Like should never be on the team. Probably will be cut.
Probably
Lance
be cut.
Lenore.
Cody Ford.
I would guess.
From
Jake Fromm.
Yeah,
he's still on the team. I thought they don't add him quarantine again.
Yeah, they're saying he's throwing in like double coverage, like 5 feet over their heads, like it's really bad. Like they're saying
this is the first I'm seeing this. Debbie, she asked Debbie, these concussion helmets, have they used them in previous years? This is the first that I've ever seen them. This is the first I've ever seen them.
I've seen them too.
They look. I mean, they're just gigantic extra foam pads on your helmet. Just like add another extra 2 inches of foam to your already padded helmet. Mm-hmm. I get it.
I'm surprised they don't have like the Kelso helmets for offensive linemen. Like I would wear that.
You think they'll keep that? Like eventually they start seeing that success and they're like, you know what? Going forward, we need everybody to wear this even during regular time. That'd be crazy.
I mean, if I had to guess, I would think offensive line and defensive line get the most concussions because they're hitting their heads more than anyone.
Right off the bat, their head first.
Yep. Right. So, I mean, why not, man? Especially like our Mitch Morse, man. Like that guy of everyone should be wearing like the ultimate, helmet.
Mitch Morse should wear a bubble around his head.
I mean, for real, man. Like he has problems, man. Like, and we need him. He is important, and we paid him. Like, wear that helmet. Put something together for that guy, man.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. Like once he goes down, we're in trouble.
Technology is getting better. Just what they're doing in like the new whatever the mind study is, neurologist. There we go. Those guys are it's what they do for a living. Is they just map this CTE thing, and it's like, all right, now we're going to take this and put it into a helmet, design it to that's our best interest is to prevent that from going, because down the road they're going to get hit with a lot of these CTE lawsuits. So I think this is a good way to kind of cut the costs is by making it protective now.
But I wonder after
not going to happen. I promise you that, Brian, because that is in the new contracts that the NFL
that's right.
Is not
You're
responsible.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I wonder
held responsible. They're no longer responsible for CTE in the future. That is in the contracts.
Yeah,
after that class action lawsuit, that big class action lawsuit that happened, the NFL is not going to allow that to happen, and the owners definitely are not going to allow that to happen again.
Mm-hmm. The problem is though, once they get like a couple concussions, man, it's like. The lighter hits, they're starting to get it even more. Like, that's the problem with Morse. Like, and that's why I felt like when we signed him was a mistake. Yeah, bro, he's at like 4 or 5, man. Like, he's up there, bro. He got one the first season we signed him, and first day of practice, bro. He got it.
Right. I think you're right. He did. Yeah.
And if it wasn't for Will Smith and what he did to shine some light to CTE. Oh wait, that was a movie? I thought that was a real documentary. But no, it's just
Will Smith was not a Jamaican doctor.
I know. I'll be here for another hour, guys. All right.
Wait, can you do the accents?
Which one?
Don't
Jamaican
do
accents.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'll.
I am Dr. Will Smith.
Where Jamaica you from? Down by the beach.
Right by the beach.
Hey, boy. You got the headache.
I'm the clown.
Terrible.
Oh,
okay.
Geez.
There is
okay, so all right, guys, focus on back to circling back to Buffalo Bills here. It sounds like I didn't really miss a lot besides the Austin thing and the just everything else has been kind of going on during practice. So I want to know, have you guys read anything or heard anything about how the defensive ends are running? Specifically Gregory Rousseau and Boogie.
I've
wanna
heard
start,
Boogie
Neil?
looks.
Go
I've
ahead.
heard Boogie looks really good.
Are they stepping him because our boy Hughes isn't he's not really full speed, so these guys are probably getting a little bit more reps.
Mhm.
I've heard that Gregory Rousseau is just a speed nightmare.
Yes.
Can anybody confirm that what he's doing out there?
I have not
he's
heard
yeah, I have.
about him.
I have.
I've not heard his name mentioned in anything. The only times I've heard him is when Micah Hyde was doing his interview, and he's like, "Man, that dude is just too damn big to be as fast as he is." He goes, "I don't understand how he's just big." Like it was entertaining to hear him talk about Rousseau. But yeah, I mean, the big ones that I've heard of was about Boogie being out there and looking damn good to start off.
Well, they're saying Rousseau is blowing past a couple people. Darrell Williams, one of them, and they're just saying maybe Darrell Williams is because he's rusty right now. Old, vet. He's trying to get his feet back, and then also he blew up Bobby Hart, one of the offensive linemen we got. So he's doing they're saying he could have already had a couple sacks on Josh Allen, but he let up obviously. So he's looking good, and he's running with the ones and Boogie as well. So they're both looking really good, they're saying. But like I said, right now, there's no pads on, man. This week's going to be a big week for them, too, man. This is when the real hitting takes place, man. This is when guys are going to go at it. Right now, it's nothing, man.
More fights to break out, you think? Because now they're actually hitting?
For sure.
How about talking about the crowd showing up for practice? Practice. Fucking practice. Amazing. 20,000 fans for practice?
That was awesome. Chanting MVP for Josh Allen.
It was loud. It was amazing. And I'll tell you, I think that's great because I think the team needs that. They didn't have fans all last season. Yeah. Get their minds and their bodies used to like that sound.
Yep. By the way,
that looked awesome.
Gotta have that 12-man effect.
Zoe was at camp today.
Yeah, I saw that.
Helping out the defense.
There we go. Fight broke out between Spencer Brown and Oliver. You couldn't get
that was last week.
I've heard that Spencer Brown has looked pretty damn good too.
That was last week.
Was he playing for Deion Dawkins because of the whole COVID thing, right? So they stuck him in, and he's shining like holy shit.
I guess he was trying to not be bullied, and then I guess he pancaked Oliver or something or Oliver hit him, and then he landed on top of Oliver. But it was nothing. Oliver said at the end, "Man, we're gonna go in the locker room and just whatever. We're brothers. We don't care." So it's off. It is what it is, man. I do think Spencer Brown's just trying to prove that, hey, you're not going to be. I'm a rookie,
pushover. Just because I'm wearing this ridiculous helmet doesn't mean I am a pushover.
Right.
So that's good. That's good. Howard's. I think I've read nothing but amazing things for the wide receiver. What they're doing out there, everybody's grabbing them. Every single body's grabbing them. Even the tight ends. I've just been hearing a lot of good things. Besides Knox, I think he only dropped one, but he made up with a really nice grab in the end zone on another one. So it's just. Sweeney's been there. Kummero's, is in there. He's becoming a fan favorite. I heard. It's like, well, we're deep. What can't we do?
Well, they're saying that right now, Marquez Stevenson and Kumaro are fighting for that 6th spot. They're saying they're both looking good in camp. They're pretty much saying Isaiah's the lock for the 5th man. If we're gonna go 6 receivers, I think it's gonna be Marquez Stevenson because they drafted him. They didn't draft Kumaro, and if they're playing that good and Stevenson's a speedster, man, like they're gonna probably need him. But we'll see. Preseason, man, this is all going to boil down to it, man.
Yeah, and that's why preseason is going to be a lot of fun. I was trying to think. I was reading the news here. I was at the airport. What was
Hodgins is struggling though a little. By the way, another guy. I guess they're saying that he's having a tough time with physical cornerbacks, like physical play. He's not getting off he's having tough separation. He has to gain weight or he has to do something like in the weight room because I guess they're muscling him around a little bit and he's having a tough time like getting separation.
He's tall but he's skinny.
Right.
So yeah,
we'll see.
I heard AJ Epinesa has been looking just absolute sharp, just quick,
another guy,
big body, gained weight this offseason. He's ready to play. I think it's going to be a breakout year for AJ. It's just our entire defensive line. I think is going to be broken up. Just who's going to want to go up against that nasty squad?
This is our biggest, I think,
the guard play
need. Yep.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know if Cody Ford is. I mean,
I haven't heard his name at all.
Not at all.
Have you
today? Yeah, they actually said finally, because I was hoping, because man, I've just been so dogging him. They said today he had a really good day. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, preseason, man. This guy has to show out. There's a couple players that have to show out, man.
He's got to stay healthy.
That's another thing too, man.
Good news for Cody Ford is he made it to another day of healthy football training. That's all. Congrats, Cody Ford. Let's keep up the good work, kid.
I guess he was seeing a therapist for I guess he was depressed because people dogging him on, being injured and saying he's no good. So hopefully he has the mental part fixed.
He must have been watching Breaking Tables because I'm pretty sure we literally said that a couple times, Tommy.
Get out of here, Cody Ford.
I'm the only one that's just up for him.
What's your issue? What's your issue, Cody? Well, so I was watching this show called Breaking Tables, and
Brian was being such a dick.
They were being so mean to
me. And Tommy called me a bad name. Thank goodness for Armchair GM. He was great.
Monday, Brian's always making up shit, talking about Christian Wade and who else do I talk about besides Christian Wade?
So, what do you guys feel about the Wentz injury? You think we're gonna flash Trubisky to try to get a crazy pick out of the Colts, or they're gonna go with their backup?
Quentin Nelson, I don't want anything from.
Wait, Wentz got hurt again?
Yes, again.
He's gonna have surgery. He'll be out for the first 6 weeks at least.
Speaking of another player made of glass, because we talked about this too, is they're not going to do anything with Wentz because he's not going to stay healthy. And there you go again. Here he is, injured. Didn't see that one coming.
Crazy, bro.
You have a better shot of seeing Buffalo or Bills in Austin, Texas than Wentz playing a full season. So.
It's crazy because he's talented. I know. He's a good quarterback. He just can't.
He can't stay healthy. Can't play a full season.
Unless we get okay, we'll trade you Trubisky. Can we still trade? All right, we're going to trade you Trubisky for get a first round and their backup quarterback or something.
We want 3 first round picks.
No, I want Quentin Nelson. That's all I want.
Quentin Nelson and a first round. Boom! Say something, Brandon Bean with that magic. I'm not going to be
greedy. Just boom. Give me Quentin Nelson. You talk about fixing our guard situation
right away, off the bat, automatically
fixed, done,
fixed.
We can now run the ball.
Just for giggles when we're done throwing for 5,000 yards.
Yep.
In a game. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of offense we're going to be coming out with and the defense, because guys, especially this defense, I would trade Brian for a sandwich. What the fuck, Patrick?
Man, rough.
What kind of sandwich? Any sandwich?
I'll take a sandwich.
Damn it, now I'm hungry.
I know.
PB&J, or is it
roast beef? Turkey? Do we have the crust on the sandwich, or is the crust cut off? I would literally trade Helen Keller as a fan of this show than Patrick. I'm just kidding, bud. Thanks for watching. Now we lost train of thought again, but I'm thinking about sandwiches now. I
know I'm hungry now.
How was the sandwich play? Can you tell them that Star Latuale eat a bunch of sandwiches?
Maybe.
He has to bulk up, by the way.
Crush on grilled cheese. He
has to gain some weight.
Crush on grilled cheese. That's how you do it. Yeah. Right? And that's how you can get to scoop in there with the tomato sauce. All right. So guys, this is going to be epic. Like I said, we always talk about that. The cornerback room, I think Dane Jackson is impressing a lot of people. We've talked about this. We talked about Dane Jackson and what he can do. As Levi Wallace, are you kind of sweating? Because I'm not hearing about Levi Wallace at all. Tommy Tampanil, have you guys heard anything about what was going on with that?
I mean, I've heard Dane Jackson looks really good. I've not heard any word on Levi Wallace, which is not good, but it's also not bad.
Yeah, I heard Levi's basically running with the ones right now. Dane's running with the 2. So, I mean, as of now, I think it's Levi's job. However, that could change. That could, it changed last season to be right. Levi did come in at the CB2 and got pulled. So nothing's for sure in that spot. But right now, I think it's Levi's job to take. I think Dane would have to just really show out.
So no news is good news. If you're a starter.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like Levi. He's a good. I think he's probably if he's a backup. He's a backup cornerback though. Just we really want to get that solid number 2 because that would be kind of last piece of the puzzle. Imagine our defense is where we're getting sacks, we're getting takeaways. Our big boys are doing what they have to do, protecting the outside. We've got Ed Oliver getting back in the flow, even Star Latule in the flow. Our boys in the middle are solid. And obviously you got one whole side completely shut down with Trey White. I think that's the only glaring hole that I see right now is just the opposite to Trey. I think, I mean, I don't know. What do you need to see? What do you need to do? Do you have a battle for CB2 in all of preseason?
I don't think it's going to be a legit going to be like a, hey, this is going to be our number 2. I think it's going to be switched out throughout the season. I don't think they're going to have to do as much as they had to last year. I think that our defensive line this year is going to be significantly different than it was last year. If they're putting as much pressure on their quarterback, it looks like they want to, it's going to make life easier for White. It's going to make his life a lot easier for Poyer and Hyde for damn sure. Like those guys' interception totals might double from last year.
Sure. For sure. Or they may not even get an opportunity because the quarterback.
They may not get an opportunity because they're down there. Yeah, absolutely.
I will say one player that's standing out. They're saying is Saran Neal. Saran Neal, they're saying is like balling out as far as defense goes, and he's like a hybrid safety / linebacker.
Great interception.
Yeah,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
They're saying he's this like. I think who said it? Micah Hyde said he's probably the most like crazy athletic guy on the team. Like he could do anything. So. Man, interesting because I've been holding off for Saran, man. Like I thought he was going to have a decent season last season. He did okay, but I think this season, man, he's trying to prove something, man. Maybe a backup safety role or just maybe even coming in linebacker sometimes, man.
I mean, he's always solid in special teams,
yeah.
So you
need
a player like that for special teams.
Oh, for sure.
The Bills' special teams last year was awesome. So
yeah, I think it's going to remain that way. I don't see that going away. Linebacker position is interesting. Like, do we keep Klein? I don't think so. Like, I don't like Klein. Man.
Locker room just to have a solid presence in the locker room. I think AJ will stay.
Did you hear
AJ
that?
will stay.
Tommy said AJ Klein sucks, basically.
I didn't say he sucks. I just don't. I think we have a lot of guys.
Now he's going to see the same psychiatrist as Cody Ford is for saying, so let's just be easy on the team and not say they suck so quick off the bat.
We'll see. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he gets paid from the Miami Dolphins to just like infiltrate the Bills' head, just to change their mentality, I guess, on certain situations. That's awesome. I think having was it Andre Roberts out? That's going to be a big hole to fill too. We need to get somebody that's obviously quick. And will catch the ball. Reliable. Yeah. Just consistently doing that. Because there's going to be a lot of punting this year. And it's going to, we could start on the 1 yard line, opposite side. And I'd love to see Josh Allen just run down 99 yards every time. Would love it. Now, is it, I think it's just a lot of unnecessary yards to do. So that's why you got to have a big punt return game. And that's what Andre Roberts did. I mean, we started pretty much every time. It seemed like on the 35 or 40, correct me if I'm wrong, each drive was 60, 70 yards.
Very rarely were we backed up.
You're wrong on that, though.
And that's what Roberts was good with.
No, you're wrong. We weren't starting. No, we weren't. So, listen, Roberts was very good punt returner. And
punt return.
And I know that. I'm just saying both. But he didn't have the speed anymore. So it wasn't like he was just very smart with it. He knew when to not take the ball. He knew when to get. You knew he wasn't going to fumble, but he would never. Yeah, but you knew he wasn't going to go take it to the house. I don't think he ever did with us. Couple times he was close, but he never did. Like,
last year, didn't he?
No, Isaiah McKenzie did.
Oh, he did.
Right. So there's a difference. McKenzie had the speed, but the McKenzie's problem was he fumbled, I think, like 2 seasons ago.
Bunch of times, yeah.
Yeah, in preseason, though. But so I think that's when they went and got Robert, said, we're not going to risk it. But, I mean, we'll see. I think, listen, we got McKenzie and we got Marquez. So, once again, preseason, man, let's see. Because if Marquez is reliable on punt returns, I think Marquez will be the punt returner, and I think kick returner will be Isaiah and maybe Marquez back there.
What do you think is more dangerous guys? Position? What do you think the more important position of the two is? We'll start with Tam and Neil. Is it the punt or the kick return?
Punt, 100%, because you need to know when you are going to catch that ball. You need to know when you are going to let it go and block. Like, you need to know those type of things. You have to know how to block too, because you can't be having that ball down at the 1 yard line.
You know when a fair catch, like
yep, when
that was another problem, right? Know where you're standing. If you're going to fair catch it at the 3, obviously don't do that. And I've seen that before. Like, I'm like, what? So like, we'll see.
And there's things that Andre Roberts knew that when that ball's coming down, if that thing's spinning a certain way, he knows that when that thing hits the ground,
it's going out of bounds.
Go one way or the other.
Penalty.
Yeah.
So like his ability at that was just. And that's why he was so much better on the punt returns.
He did it long enough to
exactly
be good at it. But I just think his speed. I don't think he was like a wow guy. Like, he wasn't going to take it to the house. I never thought Andre Roberts, was going to blazing speed take it to. It just wasn't happening. Like, if you guys remember back in the day, like Terrence McGee, like Roscoe Parrish, like those guys, you knew if all it took was one guy they missed and he was gone. And I don't think Roberts had that speed where it was like one guy and he's gone. He always got caught.
That's who I miss. Roscoe Parrish. If we could have another Roscoe Parrish, oh my God.
He was Terrence McGee.
What?
Yeah.
Terrence McGee, I think, has our records for kick returns. He has like 104. Bro, that guy was nasty at kick returns, man. Remember the one against the Saints? I don't know if you guys remember that. And he got tackled like 1. And they call it the greatest. I think it was a punt return, greatest kick return that never happened. Like, bro, he was missing. Everybody was missing, and some guy barely hit his heel at the 1, bro. And it was right before half. And they're like, oh my God, bro. But yeah, that guy was nasty at returns, bro. You know who else? CJ Spiller. Another. He was very good at kick returns. Dude was fast, bro.
Underrated too.
Oh, dude, big time. So like that's my point. You got to have speed back there. I don't think Roberts was a speedy
Who was the
guy.
return guy that was a cornerback that he was always very reliable on the kickoffs, except that one time against the Patriots.
Leotis McKelvin.
Yeah.
Leotis McKelvin. I liked Leotis McKelvin.
He was good.
I thought he was a pretty you know who he was? Probably like a Levi Wallace type cornerback. He was serviceable. He was a good CB2.
He was better than Levi Wallace.
No. He made some mistakes. He was a CB2 for sure. He wasn't our number 1 guy, but he was faster than Levi Wallace. That's Levi's problem, bro. He lacks speed, bro. He gets caught up, man. Fast receivers, man. Can't guard him. Can't guard him.
I don't know why this kind of bumped in my head, but did you guys catch that story of Benjamin? What's the guy's name? Calvin Benjamin. He got kicked off.
We were talking about it last week. Yeah,
a weird story where he was like caught like stealing food after he got converted to the tight end position or something like that. And he got caught.
Really? No.
Dude, you got. It was such a weird story where I was going to ask, is this true?
Like what? Sneaking donuts in his room or something? What happened?
Dude, I don't know. But I just thought it was hilarious because I never liked the guy anyway. So it's kind of like, haha, but it's, it's.
So he was coming on the practice field with like powdered donuts, like on his face. Like, no, coach.
Gotta eat.
I was powder for my hands. What are you talking?
Calvin, you're supposed to convert to tight end. That means you got to drop 20 pounds. Well, this is all gluten free, though.
But no more donuts.
I just thought it was quite. I didn't even remember what team he was trying to play for. So all I saw was
Giants.
Giants. That's right.
Yeah, that's
right. Tebow's on Jacksonville.
The title was just like the awkward. It's like Benjamin awkwardly kicked off the team. I was like, well, awkwardly. Let me click that one right there. He was like stealing food or I didn't, bro. I was just like, what? Gotta save this story for.
He had potential, man. He wasn't terrible when he played for Carolina. Like he had the size. Yeah, but I mean, you could like if he just I don't know what he had a bad. Not only was the eating habit, he had a bad
horrible
attitude.
Yeah,
that's what did it for him, man. Because I think he could have.
He had a horrible attitude with Cam too.
Yeah, if he didn't have such a shitty attitude, and I'm sure if he was a shitty attitude towards our quarterback, he definitely had a shitty attitude towards coaching and like trainers who were like, "Hey, man, you might want to like lose a little weight." No, man, I'm good. I'm the number one.
Seriously, put down the spoon. Right. Please put down that spoon.
Right.
That's that. Patrick goes, "You got in a fight at practice with Giants head coach." Yeah. He's like, okay. He had the option between, all right, do a lap or eat powdered donuts. He probably chose the powdered donuts. And the coach is like, what are you gonna, are you gonna run?
Bunch of McDonald bags all in his car.
That's right. Yeah, and Alan wanted him to play some hey, let's play some catch, warm up for the game, and he goes, "No, I'm good. I'm gonna eat some powdered donuts."
Give Alan credit though for not throwing him under the bus, and that just shows you, by the way, Alan, what kind of guy he was, because he did do that to him. And I remember they asked Alan, he's like, "No, it's cool," or something. Like he just brushed it off, like he didn't throw him under the bus, but he should have. He should have. But he didn't. He took the higher road. But yeah, man, we got rid of him like 2 weeks after, I think. And then
it wasn't short after that. Yeah. I think Bean was trying to hold on to him for the end of the season, because if somebody would have signed him at the offseason, we would have gotten a compensatory pick. But he was just like, it wasn't worth it.
No, bro.
It got to
bro, imagine
it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, it was so bad. We had nobody on the team, but we were willing to get rid of that guy and stick with guys you never heard of in your life to stay on the team, bro. That's crazy. Like those guys aren't even playing football. I don't think the guys that we had that year. I don't think any of them are.
Get thrown under the bus.
That's true. You're right. You're right.
Well done, Patrick.
Good.
Welcome back.
Golly, man.
Oh, jeepers. So, yeah, man, after probably a good idea to take a little break from all the Bills gear, because all the Bills news, because I'm watching Bills stuff daily, day in and day out. So during this party, my buddy's 40th birthday, I literally took my phone, put her on the do not disturb, and just like launched it somewhere. Nice. I found my phone out in the lawn. Then one morning I found my phone out just like some random spots throughout this house. Because I was just like, well, fuck, where did my phone? And then I'm like, I'll call it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I turned it off. So that's why I was kind of getting bits and pieces of Bills related news. Again, even though Bills practice is back, a lot to talk about, and preseason happening. Wait till the preseason game. Preseason one.
Oh, no.
That following show is just going to be, we might have to extend the hours on it, because there's going to be just so much to talk about.
Oh, for sure,
just on one game. And then now so like, let's go around the room. Tampa Neal, you watched preseason one. Are you automatically comparing it to last year? You're seeing your first starters like, okay, I know what we did last year, but are we using this as just a kind of a where we at after a whole year? Or is it just this is specifically for second, third, fourth stringers, etc.?
I'm looking at it as it's practice. These guys, I want to see who looks good out there. I can care less to see our starters for very long. So yeah, it's one of those things where I'm not looking at it comparing it to last year. That's for sure, because it's completely different.
Tommy, how about you, bud?
Yeah, for sure. I think the starters are going to get like one down. Like if they don't get a first down, they're out. You know what I mean? And I think after that, I'm just excited to see the rookies. I'm excited to see the guys that are trying to make the team. That's it, man. That's all I'm looking for. Like if you were to ask me who I'm really looking at, I would say Antonio Williams. That is interesting to me. See how he does, and Dane Jackson, man, and Marquez Stevenson on the kick returns and punt returns. Those three guys I'm looking at because those are the most important. And Cody Ford, see how he does blocking. Other than that, everybody else, man, I think is fine. Obviously, Rousseau and Boogie too.
Yeah,
but my main
he's number
concern,
Yeah,
Rousseau's
the
my
rookies I
number
want
one.
to see for
I
sure.
want to
Yeah,
see
but
number one and Rousseau. Number two, I want to see Boogie. I want to see that. Number three, AJ Epinesa.
Oh yeah, it's true. But I don't think those guys are going to play long. To be honest with you, I don't think they're trying to hurt those guys either. I think
those guys I think are going to play longer.
Yeah. I think the other guys
and get to know
so
the playbook.
Maybe
like you got to get them to know, the signals, all that stuff.
Usually not the first game. I think by the second game you'll see those guys more because I think because remember it's not 4 games, it's 3 games now. I think the first game's going to be really more like I'm talking about the third stringers, man. The guys that
making the cut. You gotta nip it down to
right.
53.
I'm talking about on the bubble, man. Like those guys are going to see a lot of, man, especially like the offensive line, like the Bobby Hart guys. These guys. And you're going to see a lot of cuts probably after week 1, man. They just have to, unfortunately. And then in week 2, I think you'll see more of Rousseau, more of Boogie. And then week 3, man, it'll be right back to the same thing, man. It'll be just the threes, and that's your cuts right there, man.
So since we cut Jake from Allstate, who's going to play the game? Is it going to be All Trubisky show?
Well, yeah, they're saying that like last year we had like the NFL allowed the with the Corona backup quarterback situation. They're saying this season like the Bills probably won't do that, and they'll probably get rid of him. And by the way, there's a new rule. I don't know if you guys heard it. There's no more blocking below the belt after 5 yards. Which, man, dude, I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a lot of flags early on because I think the refs are going to be a little bit like jumpy on those calls too. And I think a lot of players got to get used to it, man. That's a big deal, man.
Yeah.
A lot of players went low. Like, I'm used to it. Like, players have been doing this all their life, man.
Yeah.
That's you got to go high now, man. So the little guys, like, think about it, like Devin Singletary, the little Isaiah McKenzie trying to go for a block against a freaking linebacker.
You're going to see a lot of people stood up. You're going to see a lot of people try to block because now they don't want to do it. They're too afraid to go low. So now you're going to see them try to keep it somewhat up high, and then they're just going to get trucked because they're not used to doing that way.
And what does that tell you? You need athletic offensive linemen that can get down the field and block, that don't have to, because they can't go low no more.
So that's why
I'm intrigued with Spencer Brown.
Like 6'8"?
I'm intrigued, bro. Hey, Spencer Brown is an athlete, bro. That guy can get down the field. It's interesting. It is, man. There's some guy like Darrell Williams will not be able to get down the field like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you got to have guys like Spencer Brown. So we'll see, man. I think you're going to see a little bit more Spencer Brown than we might have thought as far as rotation goes.
Yeah.
Cody Ford too, man. Cody Ford has decent speed when he's healthy. He can go down the field. That's another guy I think they like going, moving forward, but we'll see.
Jared Reed goes, 3 games will change the dynamic of preseason games. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because it's just 4 was kind of just too drawn out. 3 is dress rehearsal number 2 now, or what's the dress rehearsal game? Number 2, you'd say? That'd be against the Bears. Okay. That's when you see a full quarter from QB1, or do you even see Josh Allen at all during the preseason?
One quarter. He's one quarter.
Get in and
1 quarter.
Get a little practice in for like.
What's good too? It's on the road. You're gonna hear. This is good for Josh and the rest of the team because you're gonna now. Here's your crowd noise. Here it is against you. All right, because our first game's on the road in Detroit. Nobody goes to those games, so I don't think you're gonna hear anything. So. The next game.
COVID or not, nobody will go to Detroit anyway. So I get what you're saying.
Now, where are we at home? At Green Bay,
live
right?
For that show or what? You're gonna be live from Ford Field.
No,
Tom, you're not going to the game. You're gonna stay you're home and
come on, Tommy.
I'm not. I'll be at home, man, watching. But yeah, bro. I think the second game, man. That's where Josh. You're gonna see. You know what I noticed that still Josh is working on. By the way, I know. Changing the subject, but man, those short passes, those little screen passes, man, he has to get a little bit better touch on those, man. Like I know, like he had some short passes to Dawson Knox that were hitting the floor, man. So it's not always on like Dawson Knox and the running backs. Sometimes he just like, I don't know where he's going. He like totally misfires on those, man. So
No, it's all
hopefully
done.
he's working on that. Yeah, man, because that's his tough. That's the tough one, man, for him.
If I had to
I'm
blame
telling you,
Dawson Knox or Josh Allen, I'm going to say Dawson
Nah.
Knox all the time.
I'm blaming Dawson.
Yeah,
Knox.
no,
Dawson Knox
he-
either wasn't in the right position, or
That's
his
tough. He'll work on
his
it.
coach isn't his catching coach didn't do good enough and should be fired, or
Mhm.
I don't know.
Tight end position, yeah, that's interesting too. By the way,
I didn't whisper.
that's interesting. How will Hollister do?
I haven't heard his
I mean,
name at all.
Will he take? Yeah, will he take Knox's job? I mean, we'll see. Knox has to earn it now, man. I don't think Tommy's gonna. I think Tommy's gonna get cut or practice squad, man.
Tommy Sweeney, you think so?
Yeah, bro. You can't keep 3 tight ends.
Well done, Shane.
No, we're not going to need him.
Shane got his coat.
So it's going to be
sock.
Hollister. You're thinking it's Holler? Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. Great stuff, Shane. So Hollister and Knox are 2 guys.
Yeah,
I don't know, but Sweeney's a big boy, though. Big boy. So I think you wouldn't want to keep another blocking
nah.
tight
Practice
end.
squad. Practice squad. You put him on a practice squad. No one's gonna pick him up. We got nothing to worry about. But no, you can't.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna keep 6 receivers. I think they're gonna keep 6 receivers in a roster, even though normally you want it, but because we're so pass heavy, we rely a lot
Quick,
on our
fast.
Yeah, I think you got to have 6, man. I think McKenzie's a lock at 5, and I think you got to have Marquez Stevenson, but we'll see, man. I think Kumro's going to be the unfortunately the guy out, man.
So is Hodges not on your list?
Yeah.
No, man. I know, not right now. I think we need to put Hodges under practice squad. No one's going to pick him up, I don't think. And I think you got to put weight on that dude, man. Like clearly he's having a tough time, man. Like with that, he has to gain some weight, gets a little stronger. It's different, man. We haven't seen anything of Hodges.
Who claimed that he wasn't that big? I would just you were saying
his weight. He's a thinner receiver, but I've been hearing it throughout camp. He's getting bullied around by like aggressive corners. Like he can't get separation because they're hitting him at the line. He's having a tough time.
So
like, he's the only one.
6'4", 210 is skinny.
That's going to be a great show out.
Oh.
Great show out when you have Mitch Trubisky throwing you the ball, especially Mitch Trubisky should be a starting quarterback. Simple as that. It should be a starting quarterback for another team. Let's just not mix my words up, okay?
Whoa, what?
You don't think the Colts are just like groveling the fact that he is on our shelf right now?
Yeah,
of course,
absolutely.
Of course, because they're not going to give up the house for him. But yeah, man, it's interesting.
You got a playoff team. You're a coach. You're a coach. You're a playoff team. You're shy 2 years in a row. You just lost your quarterback for the good chunk of the season. That's just. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Tough.
Trubisky. We'll take Quentin Nelson and a second round. All right, I'm okay with that. Done.
Oh, for sure, Quentin Nelson all day. I don't even need a second rounder. Just give me that guy, man.
We no longer need a backup quarterback either.
Yeah, no, we're right. Exactly. Allen won't be touched if you sit back there all day.
Right? Yeah, you get these guys with these big old helmets on, athletic guys, and nobody's gonna get around the memory foam. Okay, nobody. And plus, he'll just get rid of the ball too quick because Stephon Diggs is going to get 2,000 yards. It's going to be ridiculous. He's going to get 2,000 yards, and if he doesn't get 2,000 yards, I'll be very shocked. And we're going to have 3 1,000-yard receivers this year.
Yeah, I'm thinking
is one of them. I don't know what's going to have more yards.
I don't think
so. We're going to have 4 1,000-yard receivers.
I think Gable.
I don't think Gable. I think Gable can close.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now he'll have like 7 something. I think Emmanuel will have 1,000, like just over 1,000. I think obviously Diggs, and I think Cole Beasley will finally. I think Cole Beasley is going to come out mad, bro. I think he's going to have something to prove. I'm telling you right now, he's gonna come out showing, okay, y'all talking shit. Like I'm telling you, y'all talking shit. You want to cut me?
A tattoo that says unvaccinated what? Every time he scores, he's gonna see this.
Right. Hey, he's gonna be like, "Hey, joke's on all you. I got vaccinated. Fuck off."
Right. If he's calling himself the best slot, which he is, I'm telling you, he's gonna show his worth. And he's gonna be like, all right, here it is. So I think he gets 1,000.
Emmanuel Sanders on? Okay. slap in my face, but I get that we're going to try to win, but I'm going to be the better proven slot receiver. Because you know the Sanders is going to be placed everywhere, bro. You're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
see
He'll be all over the place.
Sanders
that's
is
awesome.
completely placed everywhere, and it's good to have just that guy that can do
Well, the two of
that.
them played
completely.
together. The two of them
Yes,
played
yeah,
together.
yeah,
so-
college,
college.
college.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, they're friends. Yep, they're good buddies too. I'm telling you, man, can you imagine when we go 4 or 5 receiver sets, man? Teams are fucked, dude.
they're gonna be screwed. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, who do
Who
you
you gonna
guard?
You cover that one, I'll cover that one. Wait, we're out of players. We can't cover them all. What do we do?
Which one do we double? You can't.
Just,
And then you got McKenzie going jet sweep motion. You're like, all right, yeah, dude.
we might throw it to a freaking. You might throw it to a lineman, man. Our linemen are going to be so athletic that
Deion Dawkins going to be.
Deion Dawkins is eligible receiver downfield.
Dude, even the Spencer Brown guy,
Spencer Brown is just so tall. He can actually just jump up and like grab it at any height.
Don't forget, Gregory Rousseau played wide receiver. Can you imagine putting him in for a play?
Wide receiver? That's not fair.
As a small, tiny cornerback, you're like, Coach, I'm going to pull Vontae Davis and just go to locker room because I'm not going to line up against these guys. They're too big for me, and I don't want to be posterized on national TV. Just not doing it. You can't make me. Fuck this. Yeah, Rousseau played tight end before he went to the University of Miami.
What's up, Joey?
Yeah.
Joey Jr.
And by the way, I was wrong last week when we did the show. I said 6'7", 240. He's actually 270, bro.
Yeah.
So he's 30 pounds. He's 30 pounds smaller than Mario Williams was coming out of college. He's close, bro, and he's going to gain weight, man. I think he'll get to 285 going into the season or close to it, 280, 285. Bro, he's a beast, man. I'm telling you, teams are they're in trouble, bro. They're in trouble when this guy gets going.
You think Leslie Frazier, like especially after gift preseason 1, you see the chaos his team is doing to a high powered offense. At the end of the day, Leslie Frazier's kind of just going, oh yeah,
yeah, because he's getting a new job. Because he's gonna get paid. Yeah, bro. Both those guys are gone. He's going to be a head coach. I think we got to enjoy what we can with him, with Frazier, bro. I think this is Frazier's last season with us, man. I think he was disappointed he didn't get hired this season.
That side of the ball, I'm a little more worried about than the offensive side. If
Me too. 100%.
We have somebody that we can put right in his place, I think.
Yep, 100%.
Leslie Frazier leaves, I think that we're a little more like,
right.
Who do we get? Who on our coaching staff right now would take his spots?
Right. And you got to get a guy that meshes well with McDermott, because McDermott likes to jump in and do his own defense. And Frazier's always been cool with McDermott going, hey, I want to do this. But like, they never really bumped heads like that. Remember when McDermott took over play calls?
Yeah, he took over a couple times.
Yeah.
Just because we were doing like crap. And he was just like, no, give me that pad. Give me that clipboard. Sit there and hold that water, okay? Go talk to Cody Ford, psychologist.
Tommy's gonna make fun of you this week.
Remember when he put Dable down up in the box again, and that
Dable did better. Dable did a lot better when they put him up in the box. Yeah,
right. Keep his ass in the fucking box. I don't ever want to see him on the sideline talking to Josh. Leave him the hell alone.
Get up there.
I used to hate when he talked to Josh. I used to hate that for some reason. Like, just leave him alone. Go up there in the fucking box and call the goddamn play.
Oh man, it's gonna be good.
We don't even have an assistant defensive coordinator. Like that, just like it's not there.
No, I think
Dorsey is considered the
linebacker coach,
assistant
defensive back coach.
Yeah.
You always can promote. I mean, we're so deep where you can make case for our defensive line coach.
But then you just got to hire somebody to fill that.
So our defensive backs coach is John Butler. Is that John Butler's kid?
I don't know.
Our old GM, John Butler.
No,
I don't know.
No,
I don't think so. I think they'll hire like a defense coordinator not in Buffalo. I think the offensive coordinator will more than likely be Ken Dorsey.
That is
absolutely. I agree.
They're
don't think that,
already giving him promotions to handle more.
Well, this
of
way
other
he can't make
offense.
this way that he can't make
He
a
knows.
lateral
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Because the team can come and hire him as long as it's a promotion. So, like, if they wanted to hire him as what he was before, just as a quarterbacks coach, they can't do that because it would be a lateral move.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think they told him what's up, man. I think everyone's hush hush right now because even when they asked Dable at the press
Not a
conference,
bad idea.
hey, yeah, you got Dorsey, you got the promotion. He's like, yeah, he earned it. Like, he's not really giving much, but they know the deal, man. They know the deal. They're setting this up. They don't want Dorsey going anywhere. You know, they want Dorsey to know, hey, man, like, you're the next guy up, bro. Like, this is why we're giving you the promotion.
Next
we want
man
you to
up.
get ready. Yeah, he's the next man up. I think he'll do a great job. Defense, like I said, man, he's going to have to find somebody that meshes with McDermott. That's it. We'll be all right.
I'll tell you one thing. What Patrick just said there about hiring Kyle Williams, not a horrible decision.
Maybe not
He's
as a
never coached
quarterback,
before, but
maybe as a to start as a defensive line coach or something that he can learn from.
Yeah.
I think Kyle would be a very good coach.
Absolutely.
Zoe too.
People respect him. People, love him. He's a great human being. And he's a big boy, so nobody's going to be like, fuck you, I'm not doing that. Well, you're going to do that. Jesus, Kyle Williams. So I just don't think maybe he's not a good candidate to jump right off the bat. I mean, he played for a lot of years. I'm sure he knows defenses, but there's a lot to the coaching portion of it that you just can't be a good player and expect. Remember Ed Reed? He didn't last long. He was a great player. Maybe not the best coach. So you just got to learn, and you got to just pick up these intricacies from seasoned coaches.
And they got to want to do it, man. That's a grind, bro. Those guys work like the whole year, bro. Like, they don't stop working, So, like, I don't know if Kyle Williams wants to go that route right now. Like Zoe, look, they barely go to practice.
He just barely retired now.
He's enjoying golf right now. He's just enjoying his family right now.
Right.
So it's good. It's good to see these guys. And, Eric Woods, he had a hiatus and now he's coming back as just like this voice for the Bills. And I think it's good the recharge.
Yeah, he's cool. I like him, man.
Think about your next career, because this is your livelihood in football is over with. Now you got to continue being the people that you are. And that's good for Eric Woods. And whatever Kyle decides to do, I'm going to be on board with it too, because they're going to make good decisions and they're great people. So,
yeah, absolutely.
More than likely, it'll be like a coach that gets fired, bro. That's usually how it works. So the coach will be fired. He's a defensive guy, and they'll bring him on board. Like, who was pretty good at defense, who I wanted to mind? Schwartz. He was a good defense coordinator.
He was very good. Yeah.
Imagine if
so
Ron Rivera,
I would like that guy.
Guys, imagine if Ron Rivera comes, like he doesn't want to coach it anymore. He just wants to be a coordinator.
That's
dude,
up there.
Ron Rivera, that's the best candidate. Right?
Awesome.
Oh my God. That would just think about that. That'd be cool.
That's McDermott's mentor. So Schwartz was awesome, but he didn't get along with Rex Ryan. He had no.
He hated Rex Ryan. I wish we would have had Schwartz, because that defense was
amazing,
dude. I would have took Schwartz as coach, man. I was kind of disappointed they didn't give him an opportunity, man.
I know,
but I think they wanted the big splash.
Yeah, they wanted that exactly. They wanted that flash. Like, we got Rex Ryan. Here we go.
Right. We just bought the team. We're bringing on. And then he came in his truck. His Bill's truck.
What a loser.
And his guy, remember when he hired his brother?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
We got a fired shitty defensive coach from Dallas.
They're like, all right, man, do whatever you got to
do. Hey, dude. I am the walrus. Guys, this has been a fun night. I appreciate you guys popping back on again. It's good to get back in the groove of talking Bills, back to reality. I almost missed it. I was sleeping all day, just felt drained, and I'm glad to get back into the Bills spirit. You can guys catch us this Thursday. I'm waiting for confirmation, but I think we're going to have Bills Backers Nashville on. This is downtown Bills Backers Nashville. So that should be epic. So I'll keep reaching out to them again. Tommy, where can we find the Mafia Sports Report? Because I know you kind of changed dates now, right?
No. Same. Mafia Sports Report Saturday at 7:00.
I thought you were
That's
doing
it.
Fridays now.
No, Fridays that's something else. Totally. That I won't talk on
Hey,
here.
easy over there, Mike Vick.
See, she's upset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't mention that dude's name.
What so what show are you having Friday? Has that been announced yet or just not yet?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, so Mafia Sports Report still Saturdays.
Yeah, 7:00.
7:00. Sweet.
I appreciate it, man, and I love coming on here, guys. Man, this is a blast.
We love having you come on here, man. You're part of the Breaking Tables
Tommy.
team, bro. Part of the Breaking
Of course,
Tables
man.
team.
I ain't going nowhere until you boot me out.
No, we couldn't do that. Yes. Where are you going? Nowhere. Tampa Neal did a great job co-hosting, hosting last Thursday. So I appreciate you taking the bull by the horns. But it's easy. It's not as easy as you think it is, right? Tampa Neal sitting in that chair.
Not.
But it's rewarding, though. It's rewarding after having a full show of just like, yeah, that was actually smooth.
Going to Austin.
Tom's going to Austin.
Get on here, boy.
Ain't nothing out here in Texas but Steers and Patrick Hughes.
Oh, God.
I think it's funny. A little reference to a movie. Tampa, where can we find Breaking Tables? And we can also mute Tommy so we can listen to you instead of the dog barking.
Yeah, this dog's going a little nuts over there. Good gracious. Somebody
I
feed
know,
that dog
right?
over there. What the hell are you doing over there, Tommy? No, but guys, check us out. You can hear us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Get us on YouTube. We need to get that built up. We need to get some people to start liking it, listening, following us on YouTube. Bigger.
Subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends to subscribe so they're listening to us too. Because the content is only going to get better now that the season's getting in. We're gonna have some huge announcements come up. I know myself, Brian, I'm gonna have a huge announcements probably next Monday.
Okay. You think we'll
have to do with this? Has to do something with this.
You think does it involve a beer company being a possible sponsor?
It may involve a beer company being a possible sponsor for probably the biggest event for the Bills this year.
Outside of the Buffalo Bills Super Bowl. Yes.
Correct.
I agree.
Outside of the Bills Super Bowl.
Is it Colt 45? Tell me right now.
No.
It's not Colt 45. The Bills Mafia invasion.
The Bills Mafia invasion is going to be. I'm actually seeing more people that are going to bring their private boats, which is awesome because I want more.
This is going to be a huge parade. This is going to be a huge on the water parade, and brought to you by yours truly, Tampa Neal and Breaking Tables podcast. I think this is going to be fucking epic, bro. I can't. Oh, somebody said something. I'm not going to go out and confirm it until we confirm it because that's bad luck. But ladies and gentlemen,
Joe, are you coming? You coming out to Florida for this game or what?
He better come down.
He better come down. He's got a nice New Jersey and everything.
All right, guys, this is Breaking Tables. This is the shit soup sandwich that you see Mondays and Thursdays. Guys, it's been a lot of fun, but it's time to go. I can't wait to see you Thursday. Hopefully, I'll be feeling better.
Does that just mean Leesburg? Yeah.
Guys, this has been an absolute epic episode. I can't wait to talk to you guys on Thursday nights, 7:30. We will see you. This is Breaking Tables team. Peace out. Motherfucker. Bye-bye.